Welcome to the Metcal booth. I'm joined by Chris Laraka. He's the President and CEO of Metcal. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Trevor. Good to see you.
So we've got a couple of neat new products to have a look at today on your booth. The first of which is basically a quality control tool.
Yes.
In many ways. It's the soldering system behind us. Can you maybe talk to our viewers a little bit about some of the key features you've got on it?
Sure. So this device here is called connection validation. And what this product does, it's a risk mitigation type of soldering system. And as you are probably familiar, when an operator is soldering, it's really a visual inspection, that they take a look at the solder joint, they put the solder on there, looks like they've got a good connection, and they move on to the next joint. What this system does, it provides a real-time feedback loop. We have an algorithm that detects the required IMC, the intermetallic compound formation in the solder joint. And through an audible and a visual cue on the handpiece, the operator will get a green light when you've got a good IMC, basically when you have a good solder joint, and then the operator then knows to move on to the next joint. So we are well aware, and certainly from our customer base, we're aware that faulty solder connections have been a big problem in the industry. A lot of products have been recalled because of that 1 or 2 cent solder joint that's causing millions of dollars in product recalls. This is a device that will help mitigate that risk of having inadequate solder joints in the production process.
So it's a visual alert that shows you when you're getting close to the intermetallic and creating the right form of joint.
Exactly. So on the handpiece, there's an LED ring, and as the operator's soldering, this light ring will either turn green or red, depending on whether or not you've got a good IMC formation.
Does the system extract any data on these things?
Very good question. So on this particular unit, you've got a USB port, and there's full traceability on the system. So a user can use this system and track all the solder connections made on a particular board. All that data is traceable. You can get it in real time. You can download it to the computer. The next generation of this system will be cloud-based. So in real-time production, you can have 4 or 5, 1,000 of these units in a production facility, and all of the information will be transmitted via the cloud real time to a production supervisor's screen where you can see the status on all of his boards. And also, if there is an issue in the field and you want to go back and check, you've got that traceability. You can see every connection on a particular solder board, or on a particular circuit board, the solder quality, ESD, temperature. This system here now also includes the tip temperature. So the operator can record the exact tip temperature while they're manufacturing that particular solder board.
That's pretty cool, because he's going to be able to monitor trends when he sees operators are not trending well, and send them out for retraining or something.
Absolutely, yeah. You can see by looking at the performance of that through this system, is it a particular operator, is it a particular station, is it the unit? So you've got that full traceability that you can go back from a process control standpoint. It's a really, really nice tool.
So these are available now?
So we launched this product on Monday. We are going into full production on it in about 2 more months, but we're allowing all of our distributors to begin stocking the product now, and this will be our standard feature. We've traditionally gone to market with our MX product line. This will be replacing our MX line. The solder cartridges will be backwards compatible with all the existing systems in there, so our customers don't have to worry about new solder cartridges not working in the old systems, and they'll be available as well.
So new solder cartridges are based on your smart heat technology, which you've had for quite a while.
That's correct. This is still a smart heat system, but it's smart heat with connection validation. So all the features and benefits that you got out of smart heat, you now have with the connection validation technology, the tip temperature, and then all that traceability that you didn't have on the previous system.
Okay, so another couple of products that you've got on the booth here. First is a system that's got I guess a foot-operated solder feed. So it's feeding solder to the tip. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so basically we have a solder wire feeder, and it's a handpiece that obviously has the soldering tip, but then there's a feeder that provides the solder right to the tip, so the operator can control it, as you mentioned, via foot pedal in the production process. So you don't have to worry about manually bringing your solder down to the connection. It's all done on the handpiece. So it's an integrated tool. We've had a lot of demand and a lot of requests from our customers to incorporate that. We've launched that at this show. We actually had launched it a few months back. We're displaying it here at this show, and we've seen a lot of activity on that as well.
And of course, the final product we want to talk about today is a new power tool or power iron for these types of products, heavy demand products.
Exactly. So we're calling that's our high thermal demand product system. So there are units out on the field that when you really have a solder joint that requires a lot of power, there are competitive offerings that are using very, very high wattage systems, 240 watt, even up to 250 watt systems. What we've been able to do with our product, because of the smart heat technology that you referenced earlier, we have optimized a handpiece and a cartridge that will work in our existing system. So out of an 80 watt system, you can outperform the 240, 250 watt systems that are in the field. So it's not a high wattage system, but it's a high thermal demand system. So for those demands where you've got really high thermal loads that are required, this system can do it. We'll certainly offer the complete system, power supply, handpiece, and cartridges, but if you already have these systems installed in your field, you just buy a high thermal demand handpiece and cartridge, and you can do those high load applications.
Using existing power units that you've already got.
Absolutely. You don't need to change your power supply. You can use the existing ones and just change the handpiece and use the high thermal demand cartridges.
Great. I love it. Chris, thank you very much for giving us a run through on all the new products here in the Metcal booth, and we wish you every success with your new systems.
Thank you so much. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.